In the game of football, you have certain coaches that excel at defense or offense. Some coaches know how to excel at both and scheme for both. And Lincoln Riley, head coach of the USC Trojans, is a head coach that excels at basically just offense. And I truly believe Lincoln Riley is one of the most overrated head coaches in college football right now. And I also believe he's just a glorified offensive coordinator with a head coach label. And in this video, I will give you reasons why I think those two things. But before we do that, I want to say like and subscribe and share with your friends and hit that post notification bell. And the first reason I say Lincoln Riley is overrated is because of his defense. Now we all know his offense is great, but his defense has cost him multiple wins throughout his career. And some of those wins would have got him to the national championship game. As you want to look at every college football playoff, he kind of struggled when it came to coaching. As Lincoln Riley has been to college football playoff 3 times, all at Oklahoma, and every time he gave up over 40 points. And then the next year, he gave up 63 points to LSU. To be fair though, the LSU team was one of the greatest offenses of all time. And outside of 1 year at Oklahoma, his defense were really terrible. As every year but 2020, he had a defense that ranked below 50th in the nation. In 2017, his defense ranked 67th. In 2018, his defense ranked 114th. And in 2019, his defense ranked 64th. 2020, that was a good year, 29th. Then 2021, his defense ranked 76th. And when he got to USC, it was even worse. As his first year at USC, the defense was ranked 94th. And then this season, his defense ranked 116th. And I know the rebuttal might be, well, he had Alex Grinch as defensive coordinator, and Alex Grinch was not a good defensive coordinator. And while yes, that's true, but I will say this, he could have fired Alex Grinch after last season after that Tulane game, or he could have just not brung Alex Grinch with him after he left OU for USC. Also feel the need to say that his defense was bad before Alex Grinch, as 2 years or his 2 seasons before Alex Grinch was hired, Mark Stoops was the defensive coordinator, and he was terrible too. Now, Riley did end up firing Alex Grinch, and he did end up hiring DeAnton Lynn, who is now or was defensive coordinator for the UCLA Bruins. In the 5 seasons before Lynn was the defensive coordinator for the Bruins, UCLA defense ranked 86th, 70th, 69th, 113th, and 102. But in just his 1 season at UCLA, the defense ranked 11th in the nation, as they allowed just 299 yards per game, and it was the fewest yards allowed in the Pac-12 this season. So if USC defense is bad next season, we all know to blame Lincoln Riley, as this would just be a track record of him having bad defenses, and we can't just blame the defensive coordinators. Another reason why I think Lincoln Riley is overrated is because he always fails to win the big game, or he also fails to just beat teams that are more balanced than his teams. As you can look at every college football playoff team that he lost to, they're usually a well-balanced team. You look at the Alabama team, the Georgia team, maybe LSU is kind of like the outlier just because LSU's defense wasn't as good. But I know you might say, oh, well, those are different teams because those teams are more talented than any of Oklahoma teams coached by Lincoln Riley. And well, that's true, but what about when he got to USC and he choked against Utah in the Pac-12 championship game? And if they won that game, he would have went to the college football playoffs once again. You can even look at, the Tulane game right after that Pac-12 championship, where we all know USC out-talents Tulane, but Tulane out-coached and outplayed USC that game. So Lincoln Riley coached teams have a knack to choke in the big games, or not even that, just get outplayed and get outcoached. So Lincoln Riley has done a good job coaching quarterbacks. He's a quarterback whisperer. He has gotten 3 quarterbacks the Heisman Trophy: Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams. He even helped Jalen Hurts get drafted, as he helped develop Hurts when the Hurts transferred to Oklahoma. But sadly, Lincoln Riley will always look like he is getting outcoached in certain games, as his defense is just never up to par. He also looks like he just loses big games, or just loses games in general against certain teams. And, I'm not saying he will never win the national title, because, Harbaugh has his best chance, and he's in year 7, year 8 at Michigan. But it will take some great coaching and some great adjustments in the future for him to win a national title. But that is the harsh truth about Lincoln Riley, and that's the reason why I think he's overrated, or the reasons why I think he's overrated. Until next time, thank y'all for watching this video. Follow all my socials down below. I'm out. Peace.